Andrew's been at the shelter maybe 4 months now, and he is somebody that was out on the street for maybe a year, 6 months, a year, living in his van before we were able to finally track him down and get him to come into shelter.
So we want to address the whole person and their need.
The vast majority of clients that we do get through Carson Valley Your Way Homes have been tremendous.
I always treat my tenants like their family.
This type of work provides hope.
You look around and you see it exists, and you want to do something about it.
I'm sitting here being able to tell somebody that there is a way out.
And it was 3 months of living in my car before I made the phone call.
Things can go real quick with the call center, but there's always those people that need more assistance that are never just right into a shelter or right into a program.
Your Way Home Montgomery County promotes and effectively uses best and promising practices in ending and preventing homelessness. One priority is a housing-first approach, which means getting people into stable, affordable housing and safe housing, and then connecting them with the services and supports they need to remain stably housed.
Getting people into stable, permanent housing is just a critical first step on that journey to achieve independence. Your Way Home is an award-winning, incredibly unique program that brings together our county government, the nonprofit sector, other philanthropic groups to work together in a unified, coordinated way to ultimately end homelessness in Montgomery County.
Peace! I finally got my keys.
What's interesting about Your Way Home and the public-private partnership is the philanthropic participation and the new design in which philanthropy is engaging its work in a collective impact manner so that together we're able to do more than we were able to do individually in the past.
Your Way Home is a great example of the collaboration that's needed and necessary to do good in our community. Here we've got the government, the public sector, the private sector all coming together to rid our community of homelessness, to help a family get a stable roof over their head, their kids in a good education, the services that they need.
Your Way Home prioritizes services for the most vulnerable members of our community, those who are facing a housing crisis, and those who are literally homeless, who are living on our streets or living in our emergency shelters.
Yeah, it just dawned on me that a metaphor for my life a year ago was trash. I felt like nothing, and I wouldn't have cared if I ended up in a dumpster. And I was totally homeless, became suicidal. Ended up in Horsham Clinic, and it was through Horsham Clinic that I was turned on to Your Way Home, as well as other support networks.
Well, Ed was jumping in on board immediately when our support stepped in. We were filling out applications right away to find employment, doing everything we could to help him get into the shelter right after being discharged from the Horsham Clinic. And then after he was in the shelter, just constant, we met probably up to 9 hours a week some weeks, just always looking for housing, always doing job applications.
I was at CHOC maybe 2 weeks when I was able to get an interview where I'm currently working now, which is ShopRite of East Norriton.
The CHOC helps homeless adults exit shelter by connecting them to services in the community. Your Way Home, the housing resource centers, case management, classes, whatever it is that's going to help them, and then help them to feel human again, because a lot of times people come to the CHOC and they're ill and they're not doing well at first. So first we try to stabilize them and then try to engage them in making choices for their life that they want for themselves.
Ed and Bethany were very proactive in providing our locator with leads, and he found a room that was a very reasonable rent, and by being employed it helped him be able to take over being independent and paying in full very quickly.
I've been very fortunate. And it's not a handout, it's a hand up by experience. You know, you meet them halfway and you can accomplish a lot. I'm living testimony to that.
I'm sitting here being able to tell somebody that there is a way out.
and that we do not want you to be on the street, whether it be our code blue during the winter season, whether it's just sheltering someone, it doesn't matter, but we're looking to prevent you from being out on the street, and that is my passion. No one should be homeless nor hungry.
I recognize that no one organization can solve every problem. Poverty is a very difficult and complicated issue, as is homelessness. And Your Way Home doesn't solve every problem, but what it can do, what it has the opportunity to do, is change a system in which it's navigable and individuals and families have a chance and a path and a clear way to make their situations better. And I'm so proud to be a part of that.
Noel came to us as what they call a second chance person. There are many people in society today that are overlooked. And they're overlooked because they've had some problem in their lives. And because of that, they find it very difficult to become employed.
Got involved with Your Way Home in June of 2015. I went through the Commerce Department on DeKalb in Norristown, and they referred me here. I met Joe, and I'm happy that he's one of the second chance employers. Not many people do that.
If they understand what they did and how they can correct it, there's a very valued employee there that other people really don't understand, and they're there for the picking.
Just because you commit a crime or doesn't mean you're bad. In the interview process, he understood my situation. He was proud that I was honest, and I owned up to it. I've been, on the straight and narrow, and it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a 2.5 hour bus ride, 3 buses every morning, getting home at 8 o'clock. But it was all worth it. And I'm blessed that I was able to deal with Your Way Home.
It's a very, very rewarding experience when you get someone that you can have a positive influence on their lives, and they make a positive influence on your business.
As the newest member of the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners, I look forward to working with Your Way Home. I love how they bring in the private sector, private charities, nonprofits, because typically the state and federal dollars only go so far. So that additional funding really provides the resources the unfortunate need in order to meet the needs and have a successful future.
Carson Valley Children's Aid is extremely proud to be part of the initiative of Your Way Home in Montgomery County.
All the tenants that we've had, that we've put in homes, really seem appreciative of their new home.
That's personal with me. I want to take care of my people in the best way I can, and that's the kind of guy I've been for 39 years almost that I've been doing this.
When you give somebody the type of courage and the type of strength, that it makes it all worth it.
I didn't feel like a victim any longer. I felt empowered, like I had a choice.
Your Way Home is the best example of that type of collaboration, of people coming together, of building upon a foundation to be able to do good in our community. When we all work together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.